new day. I put the Christmas tree up. Got that done. Now we got to go to banks real quick to see how much money they'll give us. I want all of it.
Cross our fingers.
Give us all the monies so we can buy houses. I'm gonna buy a house.
House.
Actually, I'm buying a garage. We're just getting the house so she's happy. I'd live in a garage if I could. Well, we went to the bank and we didn't like the numbers, but we still put an offer in, so.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, we'll see if we get my garage.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
You and your garage.
I mean, you can get a house. I want the garage. Yeah. Well, Thanksgiving's over. Gotta get the tree up. Done. Alright, so a couple people asked me what I take to a junkyard whenever I go to get parts. I'll just go over a couple things. I just grab, honestly, a bunch of tools, but in like the Subaru's case, disassemble it first so you know what all it takes. Not necessarily going to have the same hardware in it, because somebody might have already replaced parts and put different hardware in it and stuff, but I'll just go over basics. So, first and foremost, an impact driver. It makes your job a lot easier. Just a simple case of sockets, which I don't even have them all in there. Some mechanics gloves. I don't necessarily use them, but I like to take them with me. A pry bar of some sort. I made that one out of rebarb, but it comes in handy. A hammer, channel locks, some some dikes and pliers, which, you know, I just get these because like your little plastic push clips, these come in handy. Actually, a regular pair of dikes works a lot better than these, but I can't find them right now. Don't know where they're at. They're probably in the Jeep. A long screwdriver that you can use as a pry bar, an adjustable wrench, and then this is just a bag full of some tools. I got utility knife, and like the dikes really come in handy because if you're taking stuff off and you got a plug stuck or something in a salvage yard, they don't care. Just cut the wire. Take it. Take the plug and all. You can work on it later. Trying to think what else I got in here that's real handy. That's basically it, and then a handful of wrenches. I know this fender, I need a 10mm wrench to get the bottom bolt off. I have one in here, and honestly, the impact driver is going to take everything else off, except for the bumper. I might need to use the pliers to get a couple clips off, but besides that, pretty sure I have everything I need right here. I need to go get some hardener for my body filler because I ran out on that last project and I haven't got any since, and I know the paint shop downtown's open. What I like about that paint shop is they actually can they can color match paint and put it in spray cans for you, and you can get it in two-stage paint too, where you get clear coat and everything. One of these projects, I'm gonna go ahead and try it. I can almost guarantee you it will not look as good as a normal spray job, like from a spray gun, but I might try to be on a cheaper project. Actually, the Subaru would have been a good one, but I already made my mind up. I'd like it to look like factory. So anyway, I'm gonna go get some hardener. Then I need gas in the Sorrento. I gotta stop at the bank, and then I was gonna go to that local yard, but there's just a lot of things I need to do. I need to go to Ollie's for flooring for the house, because I gotta fix up some stuff on my house if we're gonna put it up for sale. And I know that Johnny's has a couple Subarus because I've been up in their import yard, and they have a bunch of those older Subarus like that. And before I go to Ollie's, I want to just make sure I can't get a piece of carpet out of the back of a station wagon there that already matches. That way I don't even have to try to match carpet, or you know, just get a factory Subaru carpet. There might be a nice one, then they might all be shit. I don't know until I go look, but I'll get my fender and my headlight and then just search around for some little odds and ends, see if I can find anything nice to put on it. Maybe I might find a stereo installation kit, even though I ordered one and it's not here yet. But Might find, you know, just some little odds and ends I need. So we'll go look around the yard again, and then I'll go to Ollie's if I need carpet, and I'll get the flooring I need and all the odds and ends. But let's get this shit started. They ought to know me by name here now. First name basis. Johnny's! I had to carry this big cart uphill. This is the import yard. It's where they keep their Subarus. Right there, WRX. That won't work. Still have a lot more to look at, but here's one option. An Outback bumper. It's not too bad. That'll pop out. It also has a good fender. Wow, decent. It still has a dent here, a mark there, but that's usable, fixable. So that's one option. Still not found a good bumper on one, but there's a bunch of legacies across here. This one has the best fender I've found. There's that one. It's dented. This one looks the nicest. I might end up taking this fender, but I still need a headlight, which that's a good headlight, but I need that corner light too. And I found one down there. This looks similar to this one. I'm just gonna stroll up through the yard here because there's still a lot more. This goes up over the hill, flattens out, goes a ways. And I can see an Outback right there with a good bumper. Let's go check some of these out. Okay, so this one's identical in the front end to the one we have right now. I think this one, I could be wrong, I think it's a GT. Now it's an L. But I do like this front bumper better. As long as it looks very similar. But I like this bumper better. But the only thing is, we're missing a grill piece here. That one's in, and then here's the grill for it, which you would need. Let me think about this. I might have to take this bumper off and take that bumper off and make sure that this one is going to fit that one. It might be what we do. It sounds like a lot of work, but at least I would know it'll fit. So we might have to, and just getting that plastic piece probably won't be a big deal. I could probably find that on another one up here, but we'll see. So I would have showed you me taking that off, but it was already loose. I just had to unplug the connectors. Boom. Alright, I'm at the top of the yard now. I didn't find any more. Look at this Impreza. Like, that is like all good parts. I got a dent on that fender, but still, interior even looks good on that thing. There's also a couple cars up here I thought were pretty neat. There's a couple really old cars over here, and check this out. I'll be honest with you, I'm not even quite sure what that is, and I'm sure one of you guys in the comments can tell me what it is. I'm thinking it's a Spitfire or something. I don't know if it's marked somewhere. I just thought it was pretty neat. I mean, it's trash. Oh, here, it says on the back. Triumph. Yeah, Spitfire. Pretty neat. And here's the end of a Porsche. The back half. Also, there's a station wagon Mazda 6. There's lots of good parts on it, too. Of course, they packed them in tight. But yeah, I'm gonna go down here and work on a fender and a bumper now. See what I end up with. Okay, I just wanted to show everybody, this is not a perfect fit, but it fits, and I like it. I like that front end a lot better. That's gonna go on the station wagon. I do need to see if I can find one of those vents, and I doubt there's any here, but I'm gonna look around and see if I can't find them. But I do like that front end a lot better. I do need to take the grill, because the grill is different, and it doesn't, you know, it doesn't fit perfect. I think there's a difference. This bash bar in the front is flat. I think this one's got a dip in it. It does. Now I could take that bash bar and then it would fit perfect, but looking at that one, after I squeezed it on there, I think I can make it work. It's just only difference I see is it raises up over here on the sides where the headlights are on both sides, and it doesn't match up, which I ought to be able to put all of these pins in. The bottom pins will line up, and then everything lines up along the sides. So I mean, it'll work. This one I couldn't fit the headlight in, but that's because this fender's obviously smashed and the whole support and everything. But the other side wasn't smashed and the headlight fit right in. As you can see, I'm gonna go with this bumper. I like it. I think painted up, I think this wagon's gonna look pretty cool. Now I need to find some carpet. Even better yet, I looked across the way. There's an Outback sitting right there. Looked in the back and checked this out. The whole Legacy mat in decent shape in gray carpet, and it has gray carpet. And look at the insulation underneath. So chalk that up as a win. I need a fender now. That was easy. I like that. And this is our next to last thing. I need that fender, but then I need to go down in the domestic yard and find me a Malibu tire jack and tire iron, because it's missing out of that Malibu. I need the tire jack out of something to lift this up, because I can't get the last bolt. It's actually bent. I don't know if this fender's going to be good or not until I get that out of there. So now I got to go find a jack to jack this thing up. Well, all that work and that fender's rotted out at the bottom, so couldn't tell until I got it off air. I bent it, it just busted, so gotta go find another one. I missed this on the first pass. Here's a nice Legacy GT. Actually has a good bumper too, but I don't want fog lights. It's basically the same bumper I just got, but with fog lights in it. I was hoping it had the plastic pieces, but look at that fender. And it's covered by a side skirt, so it should be okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this fender off. Look at this, old Merc. Oh my. Bunch of old cars right here.
Yeah, that's possible. I'm not sure there's nothing wrong.
Alright, so let me go over everything I got so far. I got the rear mat, nice legacy mat. Man, that'd be nice in the back of here. That would definitely work. The rear carpet, it's gray. It's gray carpet on the inside of the legacy, so got that. Got grill to match that bumper. I got fender. And I got bumper, grill, carpet, fender, headlight. 119. I don't have a lot of time. It's like almost 4. They close at 5. I know there's a Malibu down here with the trunk that is locked, and I'm gonna try to get it open because I know there has to be a jack in there. So that's what I'm trying to do. Kitty. Ow. You got sharp claws. Yeah, you do. What? Alright, so I found everything that I came to do. I had to look through a bunch of cars to find a jack. I found a Malibu Max that the hatch would not open. The seats would not go down because the arms were busted off of it. So I took a pair of pliers and I notched the seats down, got in the back. I could tell it was real clean, so I'm like, shit, the jack has to be in here. I took it up, the jack was in there, and I took it up. I said, man, I had a hell of a time finding the jack. And he said, well, for insurance reasons, we have to remove them all. He said a couple of them get by, but he said, you know, it's just an insurance thing that they removed most of them. Well, they missed one. I paid $11.66 for the jack and the tire iron and everything for the Malibu. Now I need to go to Ollie's and get flooring for in the house, and then I'll be going home. I don't know that I'm going to have any time to work on the Legacy unless I take it down to my dad's garage, which I might call him and see if I can do that because I kind of want to get started on it. So I did get one good thing on Black Friday. Okay, so we went to Dunham's and I got a 10x10 Easy Up, and I figured it would be real chintzy. It was $49. No, it was $39. $39. It's a 10x10 and it has a sidewall. So I just opened this thing up and it's like really nice quality. It's got the vent in the top. There's the wall for it. I got a light hanging. If I would have known how nice they were, I probably would have bought a second one. But anyway, I got a deal on all of these parts for the Subaru. I got a different grill in case this one doesn't fit because the bumper's a little bit different. You notice how it indents right here, and the original one does it. So it's going to be a little bit different, but it's going to fit up. Here's a headlight, which pretty much is identical to the other one in like how it's faded. So you won't even notice that that's a different one. I got a really nice fender, really good shape. What else? Oh, the carpet. Yeah, let me show you that carpet because I went ahead and put it in. It matches. Hold on. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Focus. It's got the Legacy matte and matching carpet, which is the same as the original color. So that looks really nice back there. I got my body filler and primer, or the hardener and primer, so I can do that tomorrow, hopefully sometime. And my stereo installation kit and wiring harness came, so I can do that. I'm going to throw them in here with the stereo for right now. But let's go ahead and I'm going to throw, actually let's take this bumper off. Let's take the original bumper off and get that grill off and go from there. I'm going to have to remove that headlight, but you can see I also bent that hood, kind of shaped it back to the way it was supposed to be. It's probably not perfect, but it's really close, and it still has a little bit of a dent to it right there, and I don't know if it's Jerry will make it better. Jerry makes everything better. But we're gonna try to fit the headlight and just get everything fitted for now. So we're gonna do that.
Time to push it. It takes some time for hate. Never take a second of bullshit. Make them come at you straight. Somebody will catch you running, coming from a visual fate. Everybody has a purpose, something that can deviate. Feed the adrenaline. Keep coming back again.
Now I was going to go ahead and throw this bumper on, but then I decided I want to throw the fender on first, because if anything needs bent down here to match up with the fender, I'll have more room to work on it. Also, the fiberglass bumper, you can see right here, it's just an absorber, an impact absorber. Didn't bend the bar, the metal bar, but the fiberglass one's busted there. It's still bolted on. I'm just going to leave it like that. I mean, it really makes no difference in a crash. I mean, they just break anyway. It's just a little bit of a cushion. It didn't bend any of the support back in behind here. It just broke that fiberglass. So I'm going to leave it like it is. We're going to try to fit this other bumper up. But I need to get the light over here so I can see what I'm doing putting this fender on.
Lately I can see the colors changing my invisible face. I can feel you hold me under. Nobody can feel the play. Come here just a little closer. Let me feel the breath on me. I'll tie you up for a reason. It's someone I will always need. Feed me adrenaline. Keep coming back again. Feed me until the end.
So I read online that you needed the inner bash bar for this bumper to fit. I knew that. I fitted it on another one. Looked like it was going to be close. I am going to use this bumper. I am going to make it work. You don't really, there's like 3 or 4 push pins up underneath here that hold it. And then there's 3 on each end, and then they're bolted. So what I'm going to do, I didn't pay much for this bumper, so I'm not really concerned if I do screw it up. I still have the other bumper. But what's going on here is because it's raised up right here, this bash bar on the GTs actually dips down a little bit, allowing the bumper to lay down a little bit further. So this space between the headlight, where the headlight goes, would be right. But since I don't have that bash bar on it, it's lifting this center section up, which is lifting the outer edges up, so the headlight won't fit. So what I'm going to do, when I find a minute here, actually maybe I'll just do it now. I need to go get, I have a cutting tool, and I'm going to take this bumper back off, or at least get it out to where I can cut it. And I'm gonna start right here, and I'm going to cut this lip off right across that seam over to this edge here. Then we'll just use the outer edges to put the push pins in, and that should hold it tight, but it will also allow the bumper to come down so I can put these pins in. Right now they're lifted up off and I can't put them in. Look, I have the headlight smashed in here tight trying to get it on. I don't want to ruin this headlight. Oh my, I didn't think I got it in there that tight. Yeah, that was catching the bumper, wanted to. There we go. Anyway, that was a pain in the ass. So, I'm gonna go get some tools to cut this. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about here. You see how these holes, how there's a gap here, and I can fit my finger underneath it. If I trim this section off, so the bash bar will show a little bit, but I think the grill is going to cover that up, but it'll allow this to drop down. I can put all these push pins in over here and on the other side, and in turn be able to use this GT bumper without replacing the bash bar. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to get these pins back out. I think I'm going to leave it bolted up, maybe not. I need to be able to pull it out, so I'm not cutting anything but the plastic. I might just have to pull it off completely again. It kind of sucks, but gotta do what you gotta do.
Got the best of you.
So I am like extremely pleased with how that bumper turned out. Okay, just trimming that little section there, it fits perfect now, no issues. The grill covers the bash bar, we're good. So only thing I have left to do is wire the stereo up. So let's go ahead and do it. Of course, I had to plug it in and test it out and make sure it works. Does work. We're good there. Now I got to work on getting that installation kit in the dash and getting it in there. So that's what we're going to do next. Well, we're not going to be able to put this stereo in permanent right now. There's still, I thought there's still a piece missing. And I should have looked. I know some of the other cars in there had some of the trim. There's definitely an outer piece missing, because this installation kit would work if the rest of it was there, but it's still a lot of empty space that needs filled, and all it gave me was a you know, some adapters and a storage shelf that goes underneath the stereo. And still, look at all this empty space. There's supposed to be a trim piece here that's missing. So I might check that you-getter place I was talking about in Mapleton tomorrow, since it's so close. I might have to go look in their yard and see. And they can't be that much money. I mean, it's just a trim piece. But yeah, I was just like, that's just not gonna work. No. So I just wedged, it's in here tight, but all I did was just push it back, wedge it in there for now, which actually looks good for just whatever. But yeah, until I find that trim piece. Listen to this motor. It just sounds so good. Yeah. It's so nice. Sunroof? I haven't even tried it yet. I'm scared.
Ooh. Ooh. Does it pop up? Is that one of these? Ooh. How about that?
So anyway, on that note, I am going to call it a night, because I have to do a bunch of editing on this video. I want to put it out tonight. I still got to go to the gym. So anyway, if you want to connect with me on Facebook, look me up at www.facebook.com/reconstructables/ and hook up with me on Snapchat. There's my emblem. And then, like always, like, subscribe, go check out some of my other videos, and thanks for watching.